Labor Minister Shane Gibson says he can't stop the labor movement from launching a protest, but that they should take into account all of the factors that have led to unresolved disputes.
Now, he was responding to some strong language and threats of industrial unrest over multi-union grievances, insisting that the government is labor-friendly.
Labor Minister Shane Gibson says unions who have labeled the Christie administration not labor-friendly aren't fighting fair. The National Congress of Trade Unions raked the government over the coals Wednesday, accusing it of broad disregard for industrial contract provisions and hinted at strike action. But Minister Gibson says, to its credit, the Christie administration has focused on correcting some fundamental industrial flaws.
They had a claim where and several of the unions, management filibustered the negotiations process and subsequently applied to have the recognition of the unions revoked. We then fixed a law where management cannot apply for revocation. It could only be done by members of the bargaining unit. They said they needed Labor Day renamed to honor Randall Fox. We did that. You know, they said they wanted social dialogue legislated. We did that. We have the health and safety regulations we're about to table in Parliament, where there are many breaches to the Health and Safety Act, and you know, we're about to table those regulations.
But many of the unions are speaking to specifics, like outstanding payments to teachers, the Bahamas Air stewardess fighting termination, and BEC's protest of changes to its benefits. Gibson says, however, there isn't widespread industrial unease, and that the unions must acknowledge process.
The issue with the teachers, I mean, it may be somewhere between $3 and $5 million that we owe teachers, right? Once we reconcile each individual account and we see where they owe the money, then we'll take steps to pay it. And so I think it's just going through the process now.
Speaking to the police, Gibson says he can't dismiss criticism over the impact of extended hours, but strictly considering the labor laws, there's no breach.
When we review the Act, we don't see any way where the police force is breaching that portion of the Act. Now, in terms of the mental stress and the physical stress, they may have a case there, I don't know. But I think they should advance that to the proper authorities, and I'm sure.
Now, Gibson says he's open to conciliation with the NCTU. He says he can't stop a strike, but he nor the unions can change the big picture.
Deserve improvement in benefits, but we are not in the financial position to do it at this time. Years gone by, employees got increases in salaries, improvement in benefits, and that was commensurate with the state of the economy at the time. Times are different, you know, so it's not that we don't want to pay it. It's that the money is not there to do it at this time. I mean, government expenditure, we try to contain it. You saw Standards & Poor's report where they believe that we are doing a lot to contain expenditure. They believe that we're on the right track in introducing new revenue streams. And so they didn't downgrade us. Now, we have to be responsible enough to know that if we do anything that could cause us to be downgraded, there are serious repercussions for us as a country.